guys, it's me, Shani, and today I'm going to be showing you my Shop My Stash for February and March of 2021. I am super excited to show you the makeup I'm going to be focusing on, and if you've never heard of a Shop My Stash, it's basically, I know I was kind of confused when I first heard it. I thought, am I like shopping someone else's stash, like I'm going to buy their makeup? No, it is me basically shopping my own stash, so it's encouraging you to shop yours. So kind of like, instead of buying new makeup, I'm going to be picking out certain products in my collection that I want to focus on, and then you can kind of rotate it through. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on for February and March, and I'm super excited. It just helps me go through my makeup collection and really enjoy what I have instead of going out and purchasing more. So yeah, I have a different setup today as well. I am in front of my couch. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be filming all the time, but this is just kind of what works today. So hope you enjoy this video. Before I do get started, I am wearing the Lime Crime Venus XL2 today on my eyes for like a neutral greenish toned type of look. I absolutely love this palette, and this is in my January Shop My Stash, so love that. But let's just get into it. So I'm going to actually start, I'll save the palettes for last. I usually focus on 5 eyeshadow palettes for February and 5 eyeshadow palettes for March, like each month 5 palettes, and I try to use each palette 3 times. So that's kind of what I do with that. But I'm going to focus on this time around. I want to focus on face products, other things, and show you everything else, not just the eyeshadow palettes. So let's start there. Why not? So this is just products I'm going to be focusing on until I use them up, or until I'm sick of them, or until the 2 months are up. So these products I'm going to use through both months, February and March, which I can't believe we're already almost at February. It's crazy. So let's get started. So for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow base. This is what I've been using a lot. I'm pretty much getting close to using it up, probably. And then I also use this little Tarte Shape Tape on my eyelids to set as a base before eyeshadow. So I use this, I go in with a cream color to set it, and then I use this for my shimmers. So these I'm going to keep into my rotation. I'm going to use it every time I do eyeshadow. And for brows, I'm going to focus on the Real Her Definer Brow Pencil in probably brown. I don't even know what shade it is, but I'm going to focus on this one. And this is my gross little Essence brow gel that gets kind of gross, but I'm going to focus on these two for brows. A lot of these things don't really change that much as the months go. Like, I've been using this CoverGirl Expeditionist mascara for months, so once this is up, like, I'm going to focus on this until it gets bad, and then once it's, I don't know, I'm enjoying it, like, I like it, but it's definitely not going to last 2 more months, so I'm going to, once this is used up, I'm going to use my Tarte Big Ego little mascara that I haven't tried yet. So these are this is what I'm focusing on until I use it up and go to the Tarte one. And this is my Sugar Black eyeliner I use on my waterline, and this has some significant product left, so I'm probably going to be using this for the 2 months, you know. And again, I don't have to just stick to these products. These are just what are in my Shop My Stash, but I could totally reach into my other products if needed. If I don't want a black pencil, I want something fun, I could totally do that. These are just what I'm going to be probably reaching for and focusing on, kind of. Okay, so for face products next, I'm going to, oh, and let me just mention too, I don't do my face makeup all that often. I am wearing face makeup today, but a lot of the time I just do my eye makeup just because of wearing masks and everything. So just take this with a grain of salt. That's why all of these are going to be for 2 months. I'm focusing on these products instead of 1 month, just because I don't do my face makeup that often, but my eyeshadow and that stuff I do a lot. So for primer, I have these 2 from Benefit. Benefit is not cruelty free, so I'm trying to get these out of my collection. I have the Professional that I use on my nose for my pores, and then the Professional Hydrate I use on the rest of my face. This I will definitely use up in the 2 months, I believe, and then this guy I probably won't, but I'm going to use these my first round. For concealer, I'm trying to use up the Maybelline Master Conceal. I'm so close to using this up. This is, Maybelline is not cruelty free as well, so I'm trying to use this one up, but I don't know, I don't always reach for it, so I'm going to throw in the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer because I like this one as well, so I'm going to throw 2 in just so I don't get sick of concealers. I'm actually wearing this one today. I really enjoy it on the under eyes, so those 2 I'm including. And then we have my Pure Tinted Moisturizer. This is the 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer I got in my BoxyCharm this month, and this is the foundation I'm going to be focusing on because it's really lightweight. I'm wearing it today, and once you set it with powder, I just feel like it does give you a lot of coverage, and it's SPF 20, and it's just so nice, and I've really been enjoying it, so I wanted to include it in my Shop My Stash and totally use it a lot because I'm really excited about that product. I actually used it in a Get Ready With Me recently, so check that out if it's on my channel. It's my most recent Get Ready With Me. I used this for the first time in that video, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to use the Everyday Vacay Ciate London powder for under my eyes. I am wearing this today, and I enjoy it just for under the eyes. It's pretty white and brightening, so that's why I just use it for under the eyes, but honestly, I've used up a ton of it, so maybe I'll use it up this month. I have the Milk Blur and Set Makeup, Milk Makeup Blur and Set powder, and I have a ton of this left. There's cars, sorry about that, but I have a ton of this left, so that's why I chose this one because it is a great powder. I'm wearing it today on the rest of my face besides my under eyes, and I really enjoy it, so I'm going to throw it in here because I feel like I just need to get more use out of it. I have so much left, so love that guy. And then for blush, bronzer, and highlight, for bronzer, this is in my Project Pan. This is the Lovecraft Beauty bronzer. There is no shade name. I got it in Ipsy, but I am wearing it today. It's kind of a darker bronzer, but I like a darker bronzer in the winter months just because, I don't know, I want to give that tan type of vibe. I don't know if you can completely see it, but anyways, I'm trying to pan it, and I could totally see the lines in it, so I'm hoping maybe I'm close to panning it, so that's why I included it in this Shop My Stash, so hopefully I'll use it more and maybe hit pan because it is in my Project Pan. That video is up already if you want to see my Project Pan of 2020, how I did, and then my Project Pan for 2021, and some beauty resolutions as well, so definitely check that video out. For blush, I'm going to throw in a little bit of an old blush that I want to get more use out of. This is the Burt's Bees blush in Shy Pink. I actually am wearing it today. I wanted to include some of the products that I'm talking about on my face just so you can kind of see them a little better. But it's a really nice pink color, and I definitely want to get some use out of it. I thought it would be cute for Valentine's Day. It's just a very everyday friendly type of shade, so love that. And then another product in my Project Pan is the Ofra Star Island highlight. This is my favorite highlight. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing it most days I wear face makeup, and yeah, I'm hoping to hit pan on this one day. It's probably never gonna happen, but I love this highlight, so I'm going to include this one in my Project Pan. I'm sorry, not my Project Pan. Well, it is in my Project Pan, but in my Shop My Stash. So, okay. And lastly, lip products, and then we'll get into eye products. Or eyeshadow. Actually, I also have the Mario Badescu facial spray, the lavender one. I'm kind of, I don't know if you can tell, there you go. I'm kind of close to being done with it-ish. Maybe after the 2 months I'll be done with it. But that's the setting spray I will be focusing on as well. And then for lip products, I think how I'm going to do this type of video is I'm going to pick a lip liner, lipstick, liquid lipstick, and lip gloss to focus on. for the 2 months. So these are the ones I picked out for lip liner. I have the Il Makiage waterproof lip liner in Tulip. I am wearing it right now. It's just a very nice kind of darker neutral pinky color. You know, nothing crazy, but I do enjoy this color, and I think it's a good, I don't know, a good color for Valentine's Day and just for everyday use. So I'm going to include that Il Makiage lip liner. For lipstick, I've been enjoying the MAC lipstick I got in my BoxyCharm, and it is in Kinda Sexy. It's just a matte lipstick, and MAC is not cruelty free, so I am going to try to use this guy up this year, but it is like a peachy lighter pink. And again, I can use these products. I don't necessarily have to use this lipstick with this lip liner type of thing. I could, you know, these are just products. I'm going to try to mentally remind myself, oh, that's in your Shop My Stash. You got to use it a little bit more or something, just to encourage me to use it more. Then we have the Half Caked liquid lipstick in Theme Song. This came in a BoxyCharm as well, and I think it's the perfect, I'm not wearing it today, but it is the perfect like liquid lipstick color. I think it's so beautiful. And I think this is what I'll wear on Valentine's Day. I think it's just so, so pretty. And I really enjoy it. Like, it's just a perfect, like, nudish, pinky, but a little dark. I don't know. I really enjoy that. And then lastly, I'm wearing this today as well. The e.l.f. Retro Paradise lipstick in a Moment. This is new to my collection. I got it for Christmas, and I really want to, you can't really see it. It's just a regular kind of clear-ish, like clear pinkish gloss, and I really have been enjoying it. It's pretty new to my collection. I've only used it like twice, but yeah. So that is all the lip products and face products and all those sorts of things, and some eye products. But let's get into the eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be focusing on. So this, I'm going to be splitting it up February and then March. So the 5 palettes that I'm focusing on in February that I want to use 3 times each within the month is, we have the Natasha Denona Cranberry Eyeshadow Palette. This is such a gorgeous little palette. This is newer to my collection, and I'm so excited to get some use out of it. You have the 2 mattes and then 3 gorgeous shimmers, and I'm just so excited to throw this in. I thought for Valentine's Day month I have to get some use out of this. I probably will wear this on Valentine's Day, maybe, I don't know, but I love this. I love Natasha Denona's formula, and I just really wanted to bring this in this month to enjoy and use up a lot, and then I have the Lolita palette from KVD Beauty. I haven't used this in a long time. I kind of forgot that I own it. So that's a good time to throw it into your Shop My Stash to remind yourself, hey, this is a good palette and you enjoy it, you know. And I thought this was great for Valentine's Day as well. You have those pinky, purpley, berry tones, and they're all matte shades. So I could kind of throw this in with this one or other palettes in this, or just any palette in my collection. So I can pull in some other shimmers, but these would be the mattes I would use. And yeah, I just really love the pinky, mauve-y, purpley tones in here, and it's a great formula, honestly. Then I have the Juvia's Place Berries palette. This is new-ish to my collection, and I love it. I think it's so pretty, and again, great for Valentine's Day. These shimmers are gorgeous, and then the mattes are so blendable and beautiful, and I just really want to get more use out of this one as well. I got 7 eyeshadow palettes from Juvia's Place at the same time, so I feel like I did not give each of them the love they deserved. So that's kind of why I'm throwing them in slowly in my Shop My Stash, so I can get 3 looks out of them and enjoy them. And yeah, so this is also in my Shop My Stash. And then I have the Sleeping Beauty palette by Besame Cosmetics. This is a gorgeous palette, and I haven't reached for it in a long time. I honestly use it as like a decor piece in my room, but it is so, so pretty. And I thought these pinky purpley tones, especially the pinks up here, would be really gorgeous. And you know, if I'm getting sick of the pinks and purples for February, I could totally use some of the other colors in here and do a totally different look. So yeah, I thought this would be really fun to include. and I'm super excited to get some use out of it. And now because I have 2 matte eyeshadow palettes in here, I wanted to throw in an all shimmer palette just to kind of equal it out, so I could, you know, reach for the Lolita with this one or the Sleeping Beauty with this one, because they are matte palettes. This is a shimmer palette, but this is the Jouer Ultra Foil eyeshadow palette. I think it was called Making Magic, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it might still be available. I know it was limited edition, but this pink shade is so gorgeous. The purple shade's gorgeous, but there's so many options in here, and there's such beautiful shimmers, so I'm super excited to reach for this guy as well. I haven't reached for it in so long, so love it and excited to use those palettes in February. So let's go on to March. I'm going to start with the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. I fell in love with this when it first came out, but they've had some drama honestly recently, and I kind of have been neglecting this palette, and I think, you know, I already purchased it. My boyfriend actually did purchase it for me, but like, why not use it? I do love the quality, and while I don't know if I support Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson anymore, I do want to get more use out of this palette. So for March, I'm going to be focusing on this for 3 different looks, and yeah, it is a very colorful, exciting, weird type of color scheme, and I do want to get more use out of it and not just neglect it, because it is a good palette. So I'm excited to reach for this one. This one I threw in just because I'm missing it and I love it so much. This is the Tiny Marvels by Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson. This is such a good eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, you have such beautiful shimmers and mattes. I love every single shade in this palette. It ranked so high on my 2020 palette ranking. You know, all the palettes I tried in 2020. Definitely check that video out. But this is such a good palette, and I just kind of wanted to throw it in there. I guess March is kind of a green eyeshadow type month, I guess, and there's the green right there, but I don't know. I'm not too big on like St. Patrick's Day or anything, but I do enjoy this palette, and I cannot wait to reach for it more. It's honestly in my everyday drawer. Like, I reach for this so much, whatever month it is, honestly, I do reach for it, but I wanted to just throw it in to give myself an excuse to use it 3 times throughout the month. Next we have the Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. This is a brand new palette to my collection. I used it, I think, only once, but I really want to get more use out of it. That's why I am putting it in my Shop My Stash, because these purples and the pinks and the mattes are just so gorgeous, and I really want to do more with this palette. I just have had so many other palettes I've focused on that I'm kind of left it in the dust, so I'm really excited to reach for this more. It's very new to my collection. As well as the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. I've used this twice, I believe, and that is it, so I cannot wait to throw this in for March and really play with these greens and blues. It's just such a gorgeous palette, and I'm so excited to get more use out of it. I really am looking forward to it, because I kind of used it for 2 looks and then kind of moved on, and I haven't really reached for it again, so I am excited. I really like the Ace Beauté formula. It's so pigmented, and I'm really excited to include this one. And lastly, we have the Dream Street by ColourPop. This is an older palette, my first ColourPop eyeshadow palette, I believe. And I just thought it would be nice to throw it in. I feel like a lot of these other palettes that I've talked about are very colorful, so I wanted to pick a more neutral palette to kind of balance out all the colorful palettes that I picked in March. So this is kind of my neutral option, and I can always kind of use 2 of them together to, you know, maybe pull out some neutrals of this palette and then use some of the other palettes for the month. So that's just kind of my goal for March. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to know what makeup you're focusing on, or anything you're up to during these months, you know, for January, February, March. I'm just excited to talk about makeup and talk about what I'm going to be using, what I'm going to hopefully use up. Some, you know, like this concealer I might use up, the eyeshadow primer. Like, it'll be interesting. Maybe if you guys are interested, and when I come back for oh my gosh, April and May, I could show you guys what I'm talking about for what I'm going to be using for those months, but also I could come back and tell you, oh, I used up this and I used up that, and I had a great time using all these different palettes type of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, like this video if you enjoy Shop My Stash type videos, and yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.